11th Science, Chapter 5, States of Matter, Part 3, Kinetic Molecular Model Theory and Modified Ideal Gas Equation. Hello students, I am Madhusina, your chemistry teacher. Watch my YouTube videos, like and subscribe it for further notification. In this video, we will derive a relation between density and molar mass, an expression for partial pressure in terms of mole fraction, differences between ideal gas and real gases, the reason for deviation of real gas from ideal behavior on the basis of kinetic molecular model theory and compressibility factor Z. According to ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. On rearranging this equation, we can get N by V is equal to P upon RT. Now, N here stands for number of moles of gas, where N is equal to given mass. Let it be small m upon molar mass. Let us denote it by capital M. Substituting this in the above equation, therefore, small m upon capital M into V is equal to P upon RT. Now, according to definition of density, density is equal to given mass upon volume, that is equal to small m upon V. So, in this above equation, for this particular quantity, we can substitute it by density. Let this density be denoted by D. Therefore, D upon capital M is equal to P upon RT. Hence, we have to find out an expression which shows the relation between density and molar mass. So, we can write D RT upon P is equal to M. So, in other words, we can say density is directly proportional to molar mass. Now, the next one is the expression for partial pressure in terms of mole fraction. Suppose at temperature T, a definite volume V of three gases exerts partial pressure P1, P2 and P3. Then according to ideal gas equation, for each gas we can write P1V is equal to N1 RT. So from this we can get this P1 is equal to N1 RT upon V. Similarly, for other gases we get P2 is equal to N2 RT by V. P3 is equal to N3 RT by V, where N1, N2, N3 are the number of moles of gases. Now, according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, the total pressure exerted by the mixture of non-reacting gases is the sum of partial pressures of each gas. Therefore, P total is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3. Now, substituting the values of P1, P2, P3 from these equation number 1, 2 and 3, we get P total is equal to N1 RT upon V plus N2 RT upon V plus N3 RT upon V. Now from this, RT upon V is common. So we get P total is equal to N1 plus N2 plus N3 RT by V. Now dividing P1 by P total. Dividing P1 by P total. So P1 upon P total is equal to N1 RT upon V divided by N1 plus N2 plus N3 upon RT upon V. So we get P1 upon P total is equal to N1 upon N1 plus N2 plus N3. Now here RT gets cancelled and V also gets cancelled. Now N1 upon N1 plus N2 plus N3 is defined as mole fraction of gas number 1. So we can write P1 upon P total is equal to X1. Therefore, P1 is equal to X1 into P total. So similarly for gas 2 we can write P2 is equal to X2 into P total. Similarly for gas number 3 we can write P3 is equal to X3 into P total. Therefore, for ith gas we can write Pi is equal to Xi into P total. So this is the general expression for the relation between partial pressure and mole fraction, or we can say it is the expression for partial pressure in terms of mole fraction. It is noticed that all the gas laws do not explain the actual nature of the gas molecules. So, in order to explain it properly, the experimental observations were noted down and some postulates were proposed to explain the nature of the gases. And these postulates, they are known as kinetic molecular model theory. Now, on the basis of this kinetic molecular model theory, it was proposed that gas is made up of small molecules having mass m. These gas molecules, they have large intermolecular spaces between them. So, as a result of this, the volume of the gas was considered to be negligible compared to the volume of the container. There exists no attractive or repulsive forces between the gas molecules. These gas molecules, they are in constant motion and the direction of the gas molecules changes on collision. The average kinetic energy of the gas molecules is directly proportional to the temperature. These gas molecules, they collide with itself as well as with the walls of the container. The pressure exerted by the gas is considered or is because of the collision of the gas molecules with the walls of the container. So these were the postulates of kinetic molecular model theory. Later on, it was observed that the real gases, they showed deviation from the ideal behavior. That means there are some problems in kinetic molecular model theory postulates. So when it was reanalyzed, it was noticed that the two postulates of kinetic molecular model theory were considered to be faulty. The one postulate says that there is no force of attraction existing between the gas molecules. And the another postulate says that the volume of the gas is negligible compared to the volume of the container. Now, if these two postulates are correct, in such a situation, the gas molecules can never be liquefied. They cannot come close and they cannot change its state into liquid. So therefore, a correction term was required. A change was required in the ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT. And these correction terms were introduced and a modified ideal gas equation was given. Hence, the modified ideal gas equation was given as P plus AN square upon V square, V minus NB is equal to nRT. So, this term AN square upon V square is known as the correction term, right, which was being added to the observed pressure of the real gases, and this NB was also the correction term which was being made in the volume, because the repulsive forces also cannot be ignored at high pressure along with the attractive forces. The volume occupied by the gas molecules cannot be considered negligible as compared to the volume of the container. This modified ideal gas equation is also known as van der Waals equation, where A and B are constants. Hence, the gases which do not obey ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT was known as or is known as real gases. Now, the compressibility factor Z was introduced to explain this deviation of real gases from the ideal behavior, because it was noticed that even under the conditions of temperature and pressure, some gases could be liquefied very easily. However, some gases could not be liquefied even after raising the temperature and pressure conditions. So, the compressibility factor Z was defined and it was given by the equation PV is equal to Z nRT. Therefore, Z is equal to PV upon nRT, where Z is known as compressibility factor. Now, from the values of Z, we can make out whether the gas can be liquefied or not. If Z is equal to 1, the gas shows ideal behavior. Under all conditions of temperature and pressure. Next, if Z is less than 1, the gas is real and shows negative deviation from the ideal behavior. This means that the attractive forces are stronger among the gas molecules and the gas can be liquefied easily. So basically, Z less than 1, gas is real with negative deviation. Attractive forces are stronger and gas can be liquefied easily. However, if Z is greater than 1, the gas is real with positive deviation from the ideal behavior, and this means that the repulsive forces are stronger and the gas cannot be liquefied easily. The following are some of the characteristics of liquid state. Liquid has stronger intermolecular forces than gases. They have definite volume and takes the shape of the container. The molecules of liquids are held together by attractive intermolecular forces. Vapor pressure. The pressure exerted by the vapors on the surface of the liquid is known as vapor pressure at that temperature. Vapor pressure depends upon two factors, the nature of liquid and temperature. The temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to external pressure is called boiling point at that pressure. At 1 atmospheric pressure, it is called as normal boiling point, and if the pressure is 1 bar, then it is called as standard boiling point. Surface tension. It is defined as the force acting per unit length perpendicular to the line drawn on the surface of liquid. Its unit is Newton meter per square. Surface tension decreases with the increase in temperature because the force acting per unit length decreases. Viscosity is defined as the internal resistance to the flow possessed by the liquid. The liquid which flows slowly have very high internal resistance, which is due to strong intermolecular forces and hence are said to be more viscous. Basically, it is the obstruction offered in the path of the flow of liquid. When liquid flows, the layer immediately below it tries to retard its flow, while the one above tries to accelerate. Thus, the force is required to maintain the flow of layers. This force is proportional to the area of contact of the layers and velocity gradient. F proportional to A, where A is the area of contact. Therefore, F proportional to dx by dz or du by dz, which is the velocity gradient. That is the change in velocity with distance. Therefore, F is equal to eta A into du by dz, where eta is the proportionality constant and is called coefficient of viscosity. SI unit of viscosity coefficient is Newton second per square meter. Viscosity of liquid decreases as the temperature rises because at high temperature molecules have high kinetic energy and can overcome the intermolecular forces to slip over one another.